Liverpool cruises past Tottenham to set up Carabao Cup final clash with Newcastle United. On a chilly Thursday night at Anfield, Liverpool reminded the footballing world why they are a club synonymous with success. In a stunning display of dominance, the Reds overturned a first-leg deficit to dismantle a hapless Tottenham Hotspur 4-0, progressing to the Carabao Cup final with a 4-1 aggregate victory. In doing so, Liverpool booked a trip to Wembley for a tantalizing clash with Newcastle United, who had dispatched Arsenal a day earlier. This latest triumph underscores Liverpool's relentless ambition under Dutch head coach Arne Slot, who succeeded Jurgen Klopp at the end of last season. It not only continues their remarkable journey in the competition but also cements their status as frontrunners in what is shaping up to be an historic season for the Merseyside club. Trailing 1-0 after the first leg in North London, Liverpool had little margin for error. Yet, any doubts surrounding their ability to rise to the occasion were emphatically erased within 90 minutes. The Anfield faithful, loud as ever, provided a cauldron of noise that fueled their side's commanding performance. Cody Gakpo opened the scoring in the 34th minute, converting a beautifully delivered Mohamed Salah cross with a decisive right-footed finish. The equaliser on aggregate brought relief to the spectators but also lit the fire that would engulf Tottenham's hopes. Gakpo himself acknowledged the critical role Anfield's atmosphere played in their resurgence against Spurs. Speaking to Sky Sports post-match, the Dutch forward said, "I think the stadium helped a lot. We knew we had to come back. We went out there and tried to bring as many chances as possible. With the quality we have, we know we are going to get chances." It was a great win. Moments like these define games. Liverpool's relentless pressing, quick transitions, and clinical finishing overwhelmed Spurs, setting the tone for what became a one-sided affair. The second period saw Liverpool dial up their intensity, leaving Tottenham chasing shadows. The breakthrough came early in the half, with Mohamed Salah capitalizing on a defensive lapse. After Spurs goalkeeper Antonin Kinski mistimed his dive and clumsily brought down Darwin Núñez inside the penalty area, Salah stepped up and confidently smashed the ball high into the net from the spot. From there, Tottenham's collapse seemed inevitable. Dominik Szoboszlai added the third, capping off a fluid attacking move with an unerring strike. Finally, talismanic captain Virgil van Dijk put the exclamation mark on a scintillating performance, rising highest to deliver a towering header into the net. At 4-0 on the night, Anfield erupted in elation as Liverpool emphatically punched their ticket to Wembley. Tottenham's struggles and tactical shortcomings. While Liverpool shone, the night was one to forget for Tottenham Hotspur. Ange Postecoglou's side never found their footing, failing to register a single shot on target throughout the match. Crippled by injuries, the visitors entered the contest as heavy underdogs. Their plight worsened when striker Richarlison limped off in first-half stoppage time, forcing a debut for Bayern Munich loanee Mathys Tel. Thrown into an unforgiving environment, Tel struggled to make an impression as Spurs' attacking threat completely fizzled out. Postecoglou cut a frustrated figure post-match, acknowledging his team's inability to rise to the challenge. "A tough night," he admitted in an interview with ITV. "Credit to Liverpool, they were way too good for us tonight. We never really got to grips with the game, with or without the ball. We just shied away from the challenge a little bit." Tottenham's passive approach allowed Liverpool to dictate terms from the outset. Even a full-strength Spurs lineup may have struggled to contain the rampant Reds on this form, as the staggering depth of Liverpool's squad came to the fore. The likes of Alexis Mac Allister and Diogo Jota, both introduced as substitutes in the second half, showcased the wealth of options at Slot's disposal, a contrast to Postecoglou's threadbare bench. Liverpool's victory sets up a mouth-watering clash with Newcastle United at Wembley on March 16. The Magpies themselves are in fine form, having dispatched Arsenal 2-0, 4-0 on aggregate, to secure their place in the final. Eddie Howe's squad will now look to avenge their heartbreak from the 2022 Carabao Cup final, where they fell short to Manchester United. For Liverpool, the final represents an opportunity to extend their remarkable legacy in the competition. With 10 League Cup trophies already under their belt, a record haul, they will aim for their 11th triumph in what will be their 15th final appearance. For Arne Slot, however, this clash holds even greater significance. It will mark the Dutchman's first domestic final in English football, a stage on which he can solidify his growing reputation at the helm of the club. Liverpool's victory against Spurs was not just a statement of intent but a pivotal moment in a season brimming with possibilities. The Reds are currently 6 points clear at the top of the Premier League with a game in hand, remain in contention in the FA Cup, and have advanced to the Champions League round of 16. Should they maintain their current trajectory, their ambitions for an unprecedented quartet of trophies remain very much alive. Slot's influence on the team has been significant. Tasked with following the illustrious reign of Jurgen Klopp, the Dutchman has deftly managed Liverpool's transition, blending high-octane football with tactical flexibility. His ability to maximize the squad's potential is evident in performances like these, where players such as Salah, Van Dijk, and new signings Szoboszlai and Gakpo all made their mark. Liverpool's 4-0 demolition of Tottenham was more than a victory, it was a reminder of their pedigree, their hunger, and their ability to rise to the occasion. With their Wembley ticket secured, they now turn their attention to Newcastle United in what promises to be an enthralling Carabao Cup final. For Tottenham, meanwhile, the defeat offers a bitter lesson. Postecoglou must regroup his squad, rallying them for the challenges of the Europa League and FA Cup. For the Reds, the season of opportunity rolls on. Whether they can translate their formidable form into silverware remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, Anfield is alive with belief again, and Liverpool are marching toward greatness.